Welcome back, everybody. We appreciate you joining us after our little hiatus here. We are just so happy to be rejoining you all in the woods today. I'm Donnie, as always. I'm going to be your dungeon master for tonight as we play some Humblewood. We want to start off with some quick thank yous to help make our stream possible, as always. So we just quick shout out to Sirenscape for our soundboard, Kevin McLeod for our intro and outro music, and Hit Point Press, the creators of Humblewood. Very important there as well. We're really enjoying the little universe that we're destroying quite quickly. Otherwise, we'll start out tonight, as we always do, with a quick question for our players so they can introduce their characters and share something a little bit about the world and how they interact with it. So tonight's question for everybody is, what is your character's favorite holiday in the forest? And how do you celebrate it? And would we have any volunteers for tonight?
Yeah, I'll go. Why not? I think Horbis, it might not be an official holiday, but Horbis celebrates opening day of Little League Nut League season every year. And normally he takes a team out for pizza after the game, win or lose. And that's how he celebrates. But for him, that's his favorite holiday.
I like it.
That's a nice little holiday, yeah.
Cute.
Mike, why don't we throw it at you next? We always leave you to last. Let's go next.
All right. So I'm going to be playing Tallow, our Vulpin cleric, and he likes to celebrate this festival, the Hidden Paths. So it's a little bit of a homage to foxes being sneaky and kind of shifty in nature and all that stuff. And when he's with his family and things, they'll celebrate kind of with a big community like masquerade ball, where you kind of wear these masks to kind of hint at whatever emotion you're feeling at the time.
Very cool. Like that a lot. Ray, let's throw it over to you next.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to be playing Ember, our barbarian strike. And her favorite holiday, it's called Winter's Roar. And it basically celebrates the end of the winter season and the beginning of spring. And her barbarian clan does like a big hunt. And then they have like a massive bonfire that lasts a whole week, where they just cook food and do like feats of strength. You know, who can chop this tree down in, one fell swoop kind of thing.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Mhm.
And last but certainly not least, Amy.
Hello. I am playing Kieran, our Gerbine fighter, and her favorite holiday is the Twilight Festival, which every year, basically their equivalent of like a lanternfly, a little light up bug, but they all hatch at the same time. So there's 2 or 3 nights every year where they all emerge and they all have slightly different hues. It's a little more spectacular than the lanternflies we are kind of used to. And it's just millions and millions as far as the eye can see throughout the whole wood. It's very, very magical feeling.
That's pretty beautiful. And what was the name of the holiday again?
Fuck if I know, Donnie.
Twilight something.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Twilight
right.
Festival.
So, well, thank you all very much for that. So just a fun little way we like to help our players build the world around us sometimes. So that is great. I have all sorts of new things to incorporate to our Humblewood world now. So thank you all. And so that brings us to where we left
No, it
off.
doesn't. It brings
No,
us
it
to you,
doesn't.
sir.
Oh, shit. I had to think of a holiday. So let's go with, we'll do a little foreshadowing with me, and we will do the Ember Fest, which is a somber holiday where they remember the scorched grove and what used to be.
Okay.
And that brings us to up with where we were at. So does anybody want to do a recap for us? Otherwise, I can do one for us.
Go for it.
All right. So last time, a couple weeks back here now, we set off for the small outlying settlement of Meadowfen, where we had accidentally triggered groups of the Corvus Guard to go seek the lost tax income from that settlement. And they had dispatched several groups of guards. Fortunately, through you all's actions, most of them were pulled away. But as you set off, you all made your way through the woods, found a very magical grove, got some healing and recovery in this grove before running smack into one of these Corvus patrols, escorting a cart full of replacement taxes, which you promptly and quite violently attacked the guards and removed their faces and some other violent things.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me either. That was
That's
clear.
crazy.
Sometimes I forget that I'm a character and I just do what I would do, I guess. Whoops.
Unnerving.
Yeah, stay on your good side.
But fortunately reclaimed those stolen goods and returned them to the village of Meadowfen, where you all met some of the locals of town, including Townmaster Theodore Picklesworth, the Constable McGee, and the colorful Tillian merchant working at his traveling caravan, Spleck Samandra, who was dispensing cures for a poison that has been put into the well by the guards that you stopped outside of town. You had found they had poisoned the well and people had been getting sick. You all then made your way to the local Lusty Rooster, where we had kind of left off after you had just, or at least after Ember and Clear had just recognized a Gallus talking with a hen at the Lusty Rooster, who you recognized from your first encounter with a tax collecting group, the infamous Mark, who had a affair with the attractive young hen Jenny and her husband, who you all may or may not have left dead in the woods. But we'll start off with catching up with our friend Tallow, who the night you all spent in the coalition camp felt very concerned about several fire sprite creatures you all had encountered in the woods, and had set off on his own while you all rested and recovered to deal with this concern out in the woods. So Tallow, you set off into the woods and after a short travel find your way back to the area they came in. Why don't you make a stealth check just to kind of see if you're able to approach them without noticing?
All right. I think I'm also going to do pass without a trace.
That makes sense.
So that will be my stealth. Oh, thank God. 19.
All right, awesome.
Definitely needed that.
So yeah, you come across these three creatures in the woods, and they're kind of like frolicking around. They're like lighting pine cones on fire and throwing them at each other. It's almost like a snowball fight with flaming snowball or flaming pine cones, as probably most teenage boys have done at some point, right? Like,
Or crab apples.
yeah, that would have definitely been a thing that happened. And yeah, how do you approach them? Do you approach them? How do you move forward?
Yeah, I think I think we're definitely going to approach, and we're going to have to try to kind of make some noise and see if I can kind of scare them off. So I think the Sky Self is one of those Corvus guards, and try to make a little bit of noise and see if I can get them to kind of like run off from encroaching patrols.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right, let's go ahead then. If you're going to disguise self as a Corvus patrol, let's get a so it's kind of an intimidation check. Let's go with intimidation at advantage with your added effects here.
Yeah, that's a whole 10.
A 10? Okay. Well, let's see how these guys do, because, they're not exactly the most
They don't
competent
intimidate or act well, as I've learned from imitating the deceased Corvus or Gallus.
Okay. They weren't really expecting anything in the woods, and they aren't like large creatures. These are just little sprites kind of frolicking around in the woods. They do take fright initially, and they kind of chuck up some their like flaming pine cones, kind of chuck them in your direction, but then take off through the woods in the opposite way.
Awesome. Yeah, and if I can stomp out some of those little flames that start, or maybe some thaumaturgy and make a little bit of wind, control those flames, dim them out a little bit.
Don't spread the fire.
Yeah.
That seems very possible to do. So yeah, you've got these creatures scattering into the woods. The flames near here are seemingly stemmed, and at least right here, they seem to be moved on.
All right. Yeah. So I think feeling a little bit better that the immediate area is not at risk of burning down, I'll start to make my way towards where I know my friends should have headed up to.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to have you make a Constitution save for me. Just as you've kind of spent the night doing this activity instead of resting, it's possibly very exhausting. Something I did forget.
20.
Nice. So you're like, whatever. I've
23.
Gone sleepless.
All amped up. Yeah.
Stoked on that victory. I did forget that Horvis, you are exhausted as well still at this point. Do you have that marked on your character sheet?
I think I did, but where is that? I'm yes.
Oh, yeah, ask a question I definitely don't know.
I have level 1 exhaustion spell.
Okay, perfect. So that should be automatically figured into your skills. So that's perfect for the moment. All right, so let's jump back after as Tallow kind of makes his way through the woods, pushing forward to catch up with you all in Meadowfen. He'll likely join the group shortly this evening, as you all have now made your way to the local Lusty Rooster, and we come back to Ember and Clearin in the inn, where you've just recognized this Gallus at the back of the bar with a black eye and some old battle wounds, about a week healed, speaking with one of the waitresses.
Amber's probably gonna like grab her axe, because she's noticed him. She remembers him. She knows she was fighting him. He's not one of the good guys, and she's probably gonna like stomp over.
All right, so not making any attempt to hide your approach, obviously.
No.
Yeah, and as you approach, he probably does notice you, and his eyes go quite wide. And he sees you, and he starts trying to scramble out. He's like, oh God, that's the one that cut Joe in half. And he's going to try and make a break for it.
If I can, I would like to like just one-hand him and pick him up to keep him from leaving.
Let's make a dex check here. Do an opposed check.
Hey, 19.
That's a 4 for me. So yeah, you kind of snag him, and then I would say make a strength check, but I don't think we really need to do that. So yeah, like he kind of like takes off and like tries to get away, and you just catch him, and his feet jerk out from under him, and he kind of like slumps down into you. Oh God, please don't chop me in half too. I've got so much to live for.
You are the cheater, yes?
You can't judge our love. It was just a job, and I needed money. We were gonna run away together as soon as I could afford it.
Probably holding this guy up. I'm actually probably going to look down to Clear and be like, let him go? What do I do here?
You know, I have found in my extensive reading of novels that sometimes there are things that hurt worse than pain. Shame and humiliation go a long way. Jenny, you whore!
Jenny's there. She's sitting with him. She's talking with him.
Yeah, she was sitting there with this. She's kind of like tried to move out of the way here, like not really understanding what's going on fully. And yeah, this is like, what? Well, who are you?
He sacrificed your husband, and you have to live with that blood on your hands forever.
What do you mean I have to live with his blood on his hands? I didn't kill him.
It would have never happened if you weren't a whore.
He just took a job. They both just took jobs. It wasn't supposed to be any violence. Oh, God.
Mark, look what you've done to Jenny. This is your fault.
And they're both fairly confused and terrified at this point. And kind of just almost like whiny crying, like, please, no, don't do this. We just got together. Our love is unopposed now. We can finally be together freely, and it was just a job we needed to pay, and now we can't afford it.
You can leave, but you must drink from the well.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I read another book. Just like right here, just put like a letter A.
You wish me to carve into this one's skin?
Yeah, it's what they did in the book. It was effective.
No, don't, you can't do that. This is a peaceful establishment. And you hear somebody from the bar. Now, don't violence in the rooster. We don't tolerate that kind of behavior. We'll get Constable McGee in here.
Oh, so sorry, outside.
Well, we shall brand him outside.
Yes.
Branding's not legal either.
Would you like the branding, or would you like
Free
the well water?
tattoos.
What's wrong with the well water?
You tell us.
It's like somebody sitting in the booth like just over is like halfway up with a glass of water at this moment.
No.
And I think it's probably at this stage that Horbus wanders in. Maybe you even met Tallow as he was wandering into town here as well. And actually, Tallow, as you're wandering into town, just make a perception check for me as well.
That's an 11.
11, not terrible. So as you're walking through town, this is a very generally a pretty quiet town, Meadowfen. There's smells of burning just very faintly from the scorched grove to the north, but there's a much stronger scent nearby as one of the local businesses is kind of still smoldering that recently burned to the ground. And as you walk through the center of the town on the way to the Lusty Rooster, you do see just outside of a large central house, a Gerbine in armor with a too long sword or like too large of a sword for their size, and a hedgehog in kind of classier wear, like more formal clothes, speaking quietly at the door to each other. But you make your way through town and quickly find the Lusty Rooster and see Horbus going in just ahead of you.
Hey, Horbus, wait up.
Hey, how's it going? Where'd you get off to, pal?
I had some errands to take care of. Those little fire sprites.
Yeah, I never
It
remember.
wasn't sitting right. I just wanted to make sure they were chased off so the camp would be all right.
That's good call. I think that's probably a smart.
But I couldn't delay. I couldn't delay you guys getting here.
Oh, well, I don't know if we got here in time. Seems the well's been poisoned.
Oof.
Yeah, looks like it was tax collectors that did it.
Of course. Do we know where they went?
Clear got one of their faces.
Clear.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Oh. Is she okay?
She didn't seem phased, so I don't think so.
We'll have to. You still have the number for that therapist?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need that.
Yeah. I'll be honest. We've been sending messages back and forth. Could talk to your ex.
Good job.
I just
What are you
couldn't
gonna
help
do?
it.
These things happen. Makes sense.
Yeah, they should be in here. So, let's head in.
Yeah, after you.
Yeah, Orbis will enter the bar, the Lusty.
You
You-
whore!
Yeah, you walk in
As he
and
walks
you
in.
know, yeah.
Like I said, just fine.
All right. So how are we dealing with the couple, and then How are
Horbus, I
you
found the
dealing?
cheating chicken.
Oh, no way. Let me. What are you guys doing with him?
Shame!
Oh, shame. This guy, he's a cheater, and he's a tax collector.
Oh, that's a good one. That's bad.
Yeah.
And Jenny is kind of like trying to kind of stand up to him and just pull him away a little bit. And he's like, he's not a tax collector. He was just escorting it from here to town. It was upstanding work. It was supposed to be an easy job.
He
and an easy
collected the
paycheck.
tax from here, and he was escorting it to the Corvus Council.
No, he wasn't a collector. He just was escorting the caravan back.
Really?
And he's like, wait a second. What do you all were the ones that stole the taxes.
I think you mean we returned the taxes to Meadowfen.
Not the first shipment. That was a week ago. Where have you been?
We returned them through serendipitous means. We returned the taxes to the people. Maybe not the right people, but the people.
That's what I thought. You guys are thieves. I'm telling everybody. Just
I'm going
wait
to
till the
immediately,
town
with my
finds
other
out.
arm, shut his beak. So I
Oh.
hold him. Just-
Horbus will kind of come up and he'll get close to him, pull out his dagger, and just make sure the guy feels it. That would be a really bad idea, pal, because, see, we've helped all of these people. We've brought back as much of theirs as we could while still making sure we can fight the likes of you and the people who hire the likes of you. So, do yourself a favor. Do whatever my friend here with your beak in her hand says, or I'm gonna watch her peel your face off.
And you see his eyes kind of flick over to the Gerbine and is like,
What is
And a round
Jenny?
of drinks
Is
for
Jenny
everybody.
chicken?
Yeah, she's a Gallus hen. And she says, "But please don't rip his face off. He's all I have left in this world. I'm pregnant."
Yeah, is it his or the
You're
other
a
ones?
chicken. You're always pregnant.
Also that.
Keep your cloaca where it's supposed to be, you whore. Is that what that's called? Okay.
Amazing. Just let him go. We don't want any part of this. We're just trying to heal up and live our lives in peace.
Your call, Ember. Where
Do-
I could care
Do we
less.
want them in the resistance?
Oh, yeah. Recruits. That's a good idea.
We could threaten them into joining?
You just want to do good work, right, Mark?
I mean, I'm just trying to make a living. It's not easy out here to be a rooster.
You want to make a living, or you want to make a world worth living in, Mark?
I mean, I'd like to live in the world at this point.
Prudent. Assuming you got to live, though. Want to just make a living, or you want to make a life worth living?
Well, isn't that always the goal? I mean, that's why I took that job. I was just trying to make enough to get by, and maybe get enough to help move away from here.
I don't just mean for you and Jenny, Mark. I mean for all of us.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna be a dad now. If Jenny's pregnant, so I mean, I guess be important to protect our home.
You've got something to fight for then, don't you, Mark? Instead of just running away to get a little strange? Because, I mean, what's going to stop you from running out on her? What's going to stop her from running out on you? Now you guys have something you're building together. You got something
right
worth
now,
fighting for.
this one holding me.
Is it even yours? Jenny?
She looks a little.
Ember's like, oh.
Do you really think if she's going to do it to one, what makes you think she's not going to do it to another? Have you not read a novel? You're just probably number like 32 on the list.
I mean, I don't really read anything, but
Yeah, that
you
checks
know.
out. Once a
Jenny?
Jenny, always a Jenny. Not yours, Ben.
I say we let him go, but we give him the Mapax number? Your address?
Yeah, what was his name? Jimmy?
Contact info?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely could do that, or just kind of send him back to the coalition camp a little bit.
I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I honestly
he
think
can't
we
be
should
alone.
just scare this guy and let him run away.
Go.
I don't think he's going to be an asset to the rebellion, and I think he could be a potential threat to us. So I think we should just encourage him to GTFO the forest. If we ever see him again, he'll be in pieces.
Okay. Ember will put him down and she will just whisper, leave.
Okay.
He just bucks it out of them.
Please tell me you left without Jenny.
Jenny, you should probably
roll.
go after him.
Somebody roll a d20 for me.
Anyway, okay.
Oh,
20. Did you
I
do
did. I got a 2.
Oh, he definitely forgot Jenny. He just ran out.
it?
Go get your man, Jenny. He'll keep her that one.
I have a good job. He'll be back, I'm sure. It's fine. I gotta finish my shift anyways. And she goes back behind the bar, and it's like kind of like at this point a bit despondent. Like she's been through this before. Like
Told you it wasn't the first one.
Poor Jenny. It's not poor Jenny. She's the one who cheated on him. Jenny gets what she gets.
No, no sympathy at all from our m- morally pure heroes.
That's us.
All right. So you all are in the inn. Tallow has just joined the group again, and Horbus has just finished his conversation speaking with Constable McGee. How would you all like to proceed here? You kind of got here, I think, shortly as well afterwards. Somebody comes in, and they're a little bit well dressed. This person looks a little bit like a weasel in some ways, like ferret like, and comes in, and they're carrying some poster boards and markers, and says, I Miss Mr. Picklesworth said I could find you here. He said you were making signs for the well, and he said to look for the little gerbine that's covered in a lot of blood, and said you were gonna make sure people didn't drink from the well. Here, and he unloads these goods on the table for you, and then runs out.
Perfect. And then it's full 6th grade art projects, things flying, marker caps, just going everywhere. And there are just weird little like stick figure people in a well and like skulls and crossbones. It's really good. And then I'll put them at the well.
All right. Make a perception check as you head out to the well as well. Head out to the well. Period.
The well.
Well.
14.
14. So you head out to the well and you're putting up your signs, and you're kind of looking back towards the center of town where the Splex caravan is located, and you see two kind of large pigeon folk standing at a corner, and they kind of are like cracking their wing knuckles and like, all right, when he closes, we deal with those Splex there.
I would like to walk over.
Okay. So yeah, these two are two very large, not like buff, more obese looking guys. They're wearing the Humblewood version of a tracksuit. And they're standing on the corner, kind of eyeing him up. One's probably smoking.
The other one's squatting.
No, not squatting.
Okay.
Just standing there, kind of leaned up against the wall and be like, yeah, the old Godfather, he said we'll get that Spleck and collect on this debt. That still scam artist owes us good. Otherwise, we take his knees and we collect the debt even anyways.
Clear,
Interesting information.
did you go outside alone, Clear?
Sure did.
All right.
Sure did. With all the confidence in the world. I am just going to eavesdrop as much as I can. I'm just gonna like not even hide myself. I'm not stealthing. I'm just kind of like walking by, pretending to look for something I dropped. Just like, oh, excuse me. But I'll just kind of go around in an awkward circle and listen as much as I can.
All right, let's make a, I don't know, would you say maybe like sleight of hand, stealth? It could be performance check. I'll let you kind of choose from the three.
Sure. Go with performance, because why not?
Awesome.
12.
12. Let's see. These guys aren't the most clever, so they might buy it. Yeah, they don't really seem to notice you. You're just looking for whatever you dropped. Yeah, we just wait till he closes up that shop, and then we'll deal with him. That old Samander, he's got what's coming to him. And they just seem to be kind of biding their time, wait until the crowd disperses, and they seem to be just waiting to kind of have a quiet word with Mr. Splex Samander.
Okay. Man, my theory is that he poisoned the well so he could sell his shit. I don't know that Claren would have thought that, though, so. Missed opportunity.
We did find the note from the tax collectors paying them to poison the well, but we don't know if it was from Splex or not.
Yeah. That's my theory. I guess my simple little chirping self, I'm going to just go back to the thing and be like, guys, I heard some fun stuff.
What you got?
That little weirdo. There's a mob here. I read about that in a book. It's like, it's real. And then they're outside and they're like, oh, we're gonna get him.
Mob, you talking like suits and ties mob or tracksuits mob?
The second one.
Okay. You don't want to mess with them.
I really didn't. Also, they kind of smelled funny.
That tracks, yeah. I mean, does it sound like the little guy has it coming?
Well, to them he sure does.
Let's,
We offer the merchant protection.
I like that. I like that, Ember. I like that. We say, hey, we've got valuable information for you here. Pay us for it. And then pays us. And we tell him, hey, those mafiosos over there want to gun you down. We'll protect you for money. I think Horbus is a little in his cups at this point.
Claren was gone for like 5 minutes.
He's on his second Boilermaker, okay?
Really throwing him back. Yeah.
Yeah, just shot beer.
Hi, Dalo. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I don't know. There were some things that happened, and some were good, and some were conflicting.
Okay. Glad you made it.
Yeah. Did you know that the mob is real? I thought it was made up for a book. It's not.
That's probably not good.
Hello. Have you ever seen someone's face off?
She did it.
I've seen a head off, but never the face.
she's gonna pat Clear on the back. This one. Yeah.
I don't know what happens. It's like, my sword is just, it gets moving, and then bad things happen, and then I open my eyes, and then his face was gone.
That sounds sort of like what you do, Ember, when you get like really angry and scream and run out.
Yeah.
I think my therapist calls it dissociation.
Yeah, that's what she calls it.
I think so.
I don't know what happened.
You saved us. That's what happened.
I don't know if we
But
would
at
have come
what
through that without
cost?
you.
At what cost?
That guy's face?
At the cost of his life.
That too.
Says the girl that offered to turn a decapitated head into a stamp.
God, that's right.
You all are terrible people.
Yeah, no, we're not chaotic neutral, guys.
Like as humans, never mind the characters.
Us in real life. We're
Yeah.
Be the baddies.
bad. Yes,
Alright,
with
Donnie.
protection?
Yes.
Yes, with protection.
Ah.
I want to look at those potions because I just think they're not right. I don't like him. He looks skeezy and he dresses funny and he wears a weird hat and I just don't trust that.
Reasonable.
Thank you.
All right, so we're heading out to the Splex wagon.
Plex.
I love it. That is now above the is painted on a sign on top of it. Splex. So yeah, you head out there. It's later afternoon at this point. The crowd is still intermittent. There's still people around buying odds and ends here and there, but it's certainly not quite as busy any longer now that people have stopped drinking from the well. Sickness doesn't seem quite as rampant. But yeah, Spleck's still out there hawking his wares. Come to see Spleck. Come to the Spleckplex. Get great deals. We've got all your potions, filters, and even your fortunes.
Fortunes. We do fortunes with the bones.
Oh, a fellow seer of the ways. Why don't if you tell me my fortune, I'll tell you yours. You just pay gold now, and I'll give you mine. And if you think it's worth it, or if I think yours is better, I'll give it back.
Oh, I'll tell you your fortune for free, my friend.
Oh, you need to work on your commercial abilities.
I think Orbis is gonna lead up. No, Arjun.
And I'm just gonna whisper to the two of them, distract him. And I'm gonna try to sneak and take a few of those bottles and investigate them while they distract the lizard.
I will put my arm around him and kind of like turn him like towards the side.
Okay.
Let's talk fortunes.
All right. Out of curiosity, do you pay him for a fortune? No.
Before Clarion sneaks off, I'm going to tap her on the shoulder and cast invisibility.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. All right. So, Clarion, now that you're invisible and trying to steal this, you notice there are a great deal of potions up in the caravan that Spleck can pull from. You do see, like, prominent on the counter is like a box filled with, like, it's probably called like Spleck's Magical Cure, and that seems to be where he's giving people who are complaining of like the local sickness, likely the well poisoning. That's where he's getting potions for that from. But yeah, if you want to steal something, you can go ahead and make a sleight of hand check at advantage, being invisible.
Can I also do a quick investigation to just see if there's like certain ingredients, things that I would recognize, things that I would understand from growing up in the clinic that I would be like, oh, this is medicine, or like, this is fucking water.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make a check. Probably nature or medicine.
Oh, well, I did investigation, but I could change that. That was a 17.
17. So yeah, I mean, he does have an assortment of herbs and different ingredients in the tent. Definitely looks like an alchemy setup kind of back there. So I mean, he's definitely brewing some kind of potions.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take one of each and just throw them in my bag.
One of each, so he has like dozens of potions in here. Yeah, like so. We've got like the prominent ones that he's been handing out rampantly, but he has like an assortment of other potions, kind of more so inside the cart. Like they're kind of set back. He doesn't seem to be selling those nearly as much, but yeah, the ones he's selling pretty readily right now are the ones right on the counter. Like there's like a box that's even labeled like Spleck's Magical Cure, like.
I'll take one of those for sure, and then like 3 random ones that just get pretty colors probably.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you make we'll do a sleight of hand check for each one, and they will get more difficult as they go. So you kind of make the call when you're like, I've had enough. So we'll go for the first one. This one's going to be easy. It's right on the counter.
Well, that was an 11.
An 11. That's
You
good
told me I
enough.
had advantage, so.
Yep.
Okay. Are they all?
Yeah,
advantage?
they'll all be at advantage because you're able.
Number 2. 30-20.
30-20. So that gets you a second
Nice.
potion.
A 9.
Oh. All right. And that's an advantage. You're at a 9?
Why, yes, Brent.
Oh, no.
Sure is.
So yeah, it's probably at that point. So you did get 2 without noticing, but as you go for this like third one, like it probably like slips out of your hand and crashes and like shatters in the floor of the caravan. And Spleck kind of like turns around and is like, "Wait, what?" And he looks over there. He doesn't
you look over
see
here.
it.
We're talking fortunes. Hey,
No, something crashed. I gotta go clean that up. Just
Horbus
be
would
right back. And,
it's just me. I'm. Shocks are good on this thing, and he's gonna kind of shake the caravan.
knock that off. It's gentle. There's fragile things in there. You stop that.
You should strap him down
and
better,
he's kind of
buddy.
moving back to the tent, to the caravan. He's kind of moving back behind his counter here at this point. But yeah, you did away with one of Spleck's heal or magical cures, and you also grabbed a roll a d10 for me.
Eight.
Okay. Notes of my own. All right, so you grab a potion that is filled with yellow fluid streaked with black, and it just seems to be swirling on its own. As you kind of watch, it like seems to speed up and then slow down, speed up and then slow down the swirl.
That looks like it tastes terrible.
While I am making this art, can I do a investigation or perception on a couple of tracksuit-looking guys? And I'm happy to do that at disadvantage because I'm hammered.
Yeah, that's fine. So they were set off a little ways. They're kind of like over on the street corner nearby, keeping an eye on Spleck's caravan.
Okay, yeah, he just wants to, because Clear did tell us about them, so he wants to block them.
Yeah.
Do you want perception or investigation?
Let's go with perception here.
First one was a 14. Second one was a 10. So, got a 10.
So yeah, I mean, they kind of match what Clearin described. There's 2 guys. One's probably in a red tracksuit. The other's in gray. They are Lumas, a breed of Lumas, and very heavy set. Clear toughs. One's probably got like a cudgel. The other's just bare knuckle brawling ready. And they just definitely like mean eyeing the caravan.
I think, very as drunk as he is, Horbus is going to try and mean mug them back.
See if they notice. Okay. I mean, they're looking over the crowd. They probably see you. They probably like give you kind of the nod, like the kind of grimace grimace at you and not give you the nod, like, yeah, whatever, guy. Like, they're not too concerned with you, but you're not why they're here. So yeah, you get those couple potions clearing. Tallow, he is trying, or I mean, Ember, he is trying to tell you his fortune before your fortune before this. Little samples to try and get you in, and let's see what he's telling you here. So he's probably like his fortune. He tells you is like, you really seem. I see that you have need of a fortune teller in the future. You should come back and see me.
I think had her and Clear not run the scam prior to this, I think she probably would have been all in. She knows it's like hokum. And so she's gonna say, "Now I will tell you your fortune," and she's gonna point to the track suits. They're going to kill you.
And it's at this point that he does the potion smashing, and that's part of what he was so concerned, and he's really frazzled at this all, and he's like, gotta deal with it. And he's what did it knock this over? I gotta clean it up. And he's like, we're closing for the day. I've got to go. He's freaking out a little bit.
Yeah. Fear not, we will protect you.
Wait, you're willing to work. I could use somebody of your services. Well, if you're willing to deal with them, I mean, it's definitely a misunderstanding. I mean, they clearly have no. I mean, I'm an upstanding businessman. There's no reason for them to interfere with me. If you were to deal with this misunderstanding, I mean, I'd be greatly in your debt.
I mean,
How much debt?
yeah, like as much debt as you're into the mob for?
No, it's a misunderstanding. I said I'm not in debt to the mob, but I do think that I could possibly. I mean, I have some very valuable goods here, as you can see, and I could probably pay you. I mean, you did a good job, and made sure it didn't lead back to old Spleck here. Maybe 500.
I like that. But also, why don't you stop charging this town so much? Like, cost plus 10%, no more. They've been through enough here.
I mean, are you a potion master, sir? You're very familiar with the cost of creating fine goods and wares?
No.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm charging cost plus 10%. Spread the word of how generous I am. Now back to you. You said you could deal with those guys over there. You do look critter big yourself. I mean, you probably could deal with them. I mean, they think they're tough, but I mean,
She's gonna flex.
are a specimen.
Wings out.
Yeah. If you were to make sure they, didn't bother old Spleck, and that whatever would happen to them just doesn't lead back to old Spleck, I think we could find a way to thank you.
And I'll just come up and whisper and be like, philanthropy. He has to make potions for a clinic somewhere and help people. Philanthropy, says the invisible disembodied voice.
Even better than potions plus 10%. Philanthropies. You give them away.
Now, let's not get crazy here. I mean, I've offered 500 gold to you. I mean, if you want to put that towards helping out any charity of your please, you feed however many orphans that'll get you. I mean, that'll get you a lot of orphans fed. And I'll even throw in a couple potions for you.
Orbis
and you
is just
give them
gonna
to
look
whoever
over
you
at
want.
the two,
You just deal with them and make sure it don't lead back to me.
Orbis is just going to look over at the two tracks. You guys. So what you're saying is you'd rather I tell them exactly who you are than to give free potions away. That's what I'm hearing, Splex?
I can tell you they definitely know who I am.
Okay, then you don't need our protection. Let's go, guys.
Well, no 500 gold for you then, and Spleck is on his way, and he's shutting down the tent.
I don't know if anybody's following Orbis.
I think Ember's probably like,
What just happened?
Meanwhile, the invisible Gerbine is running around Tala being like, I feel powerful!
He's didn't take it,
You
did he?
can't see me!
All right, fine. 500 gold.
But it's very important that this doesn't lead back to Splack. We're clear on that, right?
Mind you, Orbis is visibly drunk.
He's probably mostly talking to Ember. So yeah, if you all are willing to
she'll
deal
pat
with
him
them,
on his head and then like strut right over to the mobsters.
I love it. Yeah,
I'm sure
they-
this is very integral to the actual storyline
Oh,
of
definitely.
this
Yeah.
game, y'all.
Crucial.
Yeah.
It all comes down to this con man who's in debt to the mob.
We have spent this whole time, like 80% at least, harassing random NPCs that had nothing to do with anything.
It
All
does
right,
make my
Jenny.
job easier. I appreciate it.
Don't lie, none of you would have it any other way.
Damn Jenny. It's all her fault.
Yeah, that's what you get for throwaway jokes, Donnie.
All right, so we're heading over to the mob toughs. What do we do?
I'll probably say you have beef with Splex's Plex.
Yeah, what business is yours? You just leave us alone. We're dealing with our own thing.
And I'm dealing with my thing, and Splex is now my thing. Therefore, you are my thing.
Listen, we don't have no buff with you. You know not get no buff with us, and you just get out of here.
You have buff with Splex.
Exactly. So, we don't need to get into it with each other. It's just a little professional courtesy here. You're clearly a tough of your own. You know better than to deal with a tough of it. It's going to go badly for everybody. You leave with a broken wing, we leave with a broken wing, and, nobody leaves here happy.
Oh, I live with a broken wing. You don't leave.
All right, if these two have anything to do with it, I don't know if Clear is invisible or not, but these two have anything to do with it. You probably won't be leaving with a face.
And they're kind of counting the two of you. And is Tallow there as well? What is Tallow doing through all this?
Just face palming. She's like, oh god.
Yeah, I think he's trying to kind of maneuver to just around to kind of be close by, but kind of flanking wherever these mob guys are. Just kind of
Alright.
off to the side. Don't want to be too conspicuous, but I definitely want to be back up for when this goes terribly, terribly awry.
So yeah, they're counting the two of you and being like, what is he talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a problem here with Drunky here and, one big guy versus two big guys. I think I got this. Yeah, why don't you all just make like a tree and walk out of here?
I'll be drunk, but he thinks trees can walk, Ember.
I'm probably going to like scream, do my best, like leave Brittany alone. But but with Splex. Leave Splex alone.
And I think probably at that point they said, fine, you want to settle it this way, you settle it this way. And the one pulls out his cudgel and the other pulls out probably like a dagger out of his, like, that was kind of concealed. And is like, fine, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And why don't we roll some initiative?
Right.
The hell is Cosrad?
Oh, shit.
12.
Half that.
6.
6.
No,
9.
drunk.
All right. So it's at this point that the Mappic
Sorry, everyone.
closest to Tallow is like, all right, fine then. And he kind of rears back and he goes to just punch you square in the face, Ember. And the first one is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he follows 2 quick ones to the body, an 11 and an 11.
No.
Nothing. All right. So that brings up Ember.
I am gonna axe him in the face. For a crit.
Nice.
nice.
Disgusting.
Okay, I forget how we do this every time, and I'm sorry. I need to write it down.
So max damage and then just a dice roll.
Okay. So max damage 12 is going to be 18, and then a dice roll of 10.
Terrible.
Only 28.
28.
Right in the face.
What the? You bring an axe to a brawl? Like what? Not happy with you.
I told you wouldn't leave.
All right, clear. Our invisible little Gerbine running around.
I feel so powerful. Remind me, invisibility is just basic invisibility. Like if I go ham and start doing stuff, then I reappear. Is that
Exactly.
that
Yep.
one? I mean, she doesn't know that, but thinking that she's still invisible. I'm gonna try and just like run up behind Ember and basically like do a hit at the exact same moment that she does, so that it seems like she has this magical like extra hand coming around and hit the person twice at the same time.
All right, make an attack roll at advantage because you are invisible.
15.
That is just gonna hit.
Yay. For 7 damage.
All right.
And then with Nick, I'm gonna jump around to the other side where Ember's other hand would be, and then just a little book with a dagger.
All right.
But I have reappeared, but I don't think I realize it yet. So my whole little Gerbine arm just comes flying around the other side. Yep, for a whole 9.
Yeah, that one unfortunately goes a little astray.
I just see my own arm in front of me and go, oh shit!
All right, Horbus.
All right, so these guys are in melee, right?
They are.
All right, then Horbus is going to pull the spear off of his back and try and stab the guy in front of him with that.
All right. Let's roll a con save here real quick.
Okay, because I got a nat 20 on that attack roll.
Oh, wait. Well, maybe because I didn't say it, but because I got a crit and I have the slasher feat, that guy's grievously wounded.
Oh, nice.
So he's at disadvantage for his attack rolls.
Nice.
Yeah.
With the, we'll say kind of you got to clear with your 15 on your con save. You kind of see through the haze, and that we'll leave that nat 20 to stand there.
All right. So that is 10 base damage plus 7 more damage for the crit on that. And oh, I'm sorry. That is 8 damage plus 6 damage for the crit. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. And he is now sapped, so he has disadvantage on his next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
Okay, so disadvantage for sure.
Double disadvantage.
Yeah, that just got
Talon.
double crit. He's having a bad time. And yeah, that's my turn.
Nice, I'm up.
Yep.
All right. We are gonna just flick the paw and have a bolt of lightning shoot out and shoot a guiding bolt at this guy. That's a 14.
Just misses, unfortunately. Need
Somewhere
bonus
something in the back is
actions.
glowing.
Yeah, kind of smatters against the wall next to him. Anything else from Tallow?
How far away?
I mean,
Not
you
super
definitely
far,
are
right?
probably within. Yeah, no, not at all. Like, it was probably like 30 to 50 feet from the cart to these guys, and you had time to kind of move up a little closer anyway. So.
Yeah, so I think we're just gonna move in closer. So we're gonna get into that like 15 feet away,
All right, perfect.
and then we're gonna end it there.
All right, so his buddy kind of circles up next to him, and he's kind of. Now listen, you don't need to gang up on us. We're just some professionals, but we can deal with you all. And he's gonna kind of pull out a dagger and this like kind of long jagged knife, and he's gonna try and make these attacks on Ember after Ember has like cleaved a chunk out of his buddy. So that's a dirty 20 to hit
Sure.
for 6 points of damage. A 22 to hit for 7 points of damage. And my own nat 20, though it is on my weak attack. But I rolled max damage, so that's going to be 15 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
The triple hitter.
Yeah. That sucked.
Bases.
I don't usually manage to hit with all 3 attacks. That's pretty rare.
Ember's not looking good.
And unfortunately, that loops us around to the original guy who's like, "Oh, that fucking hurts! How you stabbed me with that axe, man? That's terrible!" And he's gonna try and club you for 23 to hit.
A disadvantage?
Oh, disadvantage.
Double
That's
disadvantage.
right. Which, for the record, is not a thing.
Donnie, nothing we do is a thing. Why would that matter?
So a 17 with double disadvantage.
That still hits.
Still gonna be a hit. It's gonna be 6 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sweetheart, you need to rage.
Second disadvantage attack is a 7.
Oh, thank God.
And just the last punch to the gut here is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
It hits you
Mhm.
for 5 damage.
Ember is down.
Oh no.
Show you the fight with us tough so we can deal with troublemakers like you. And would you like me to roll that death save for you?
Yeah.
All right, good to know. Clear, you're up.
Oh boy. That is unacceptable. I was gonna be kind and tell you to just go home to your grand feather or whatever it is. Oh, well, damn it! Look what you've done. And
Well,
I'll
I
just
didn't even see you back there
start
till this one fell down.
swinging. Yeah. $23 to hit.
That's
The
definitely
big
a hit.
one. Whatever
injured
one. gotten a chunk out of. For 6 damage. And then coming around with the other side for a whole 9 again. Just me and the dagger, not feeling it.
No. Horbus.
But I'm fully standing over Ember so that I am the shield now.
Perfect.
Aw.
Orbis is going to, seeing Ember drop, he is going to drop down to a knee, put his hand on her, and give her 12 HP back.
Oh, wise guy thinks he can heal him.
I don't think I just did.
All right. Tallow?
Yeah.
Or anything else?
Nah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Would I be close enough to make it over to Ember?
Oh, definitely.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna head over there and we're gonna do a cure wounds
Yay.
for 21 points of healing.
Holy
Wow.
smokes. Horbus just got showing up.
Seriously. I blame the alcohol and the exhaustion.
On your feet.
Oh, well, we know what to do with you all. And they turn to the Hallow's probably a little harder to get to, but Horbus, you were right there.
Mhm.
So they will turn to the one that healed first, and he will start whacking on Horbus here. This one with the long, jagged knives. That's a 13 to hit.
Nope.
A 17 to hit.
Yep.
That'll do 8 points of damage. And a 21 to hit
Yep.
for 4 points of damage.
All right.
The one that was initially beating down on Ember is probably not able to get to you. I'm seeing it kind of like his buddy is side by side with him. You're probably on the other side of Buddy. So he will fight Clearin right in front of him. That's going to be a 13, which I'm certain doesn't hit. How long does the grievous wounds last?
Until my turn. So he's.
Okay. So that would be a nat 20.
Oof.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 14 points of damage. And a 15 to hit.
No, 15 does not. And we did not rest because I'm still down from the last fight. And that was 14, you said, Donnie?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already used my only spell slot from the last fight. Or left over from the last fight.
Didn't we short rest? We short rested. Did you guys
Yeah, but
not do that?
That doesn't help.
Doesn't do spell slots.
Oh, it doesn't help spells. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't get back up to full.
Yeah, I was
Alright,
down by
Ember.
a couple.
You are looking at the underside of a mouse standing on top of you.
I'm probably choking on my own blood. And I'm gonna spit it out, barbarian rage, and hopefully cleave the rest of the first guy in half.
All right.
Yeah, 12. No, I'm
You know, it's hard to get back up and focus.
I'm mostly
yeah.
using my axe to
Try
get back
harder.
up. Yeah.
All right. Clear?
Still just wildly talking shit, having absolutely no idea what she's actually saying, I'm sure, but really just trying to sound so powerful. I'm gonna tell your mafia boss on you. Oh, right after I get a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh, no. You guys started off so strong.
Yeah.
I just wanted to run around invisible and play fun pranks on everyone, but no.
I'm sorry, everyone.
You've got Horbus and
Sorry.
Ember. This is always going to turn into a
It's
fight.
my fault. Yeah.
Especially
Oh,
getting...
and
This is
you
how
have
I
to-
feel in Cyberpunk, though. So
Do you have to hit to do your Nick attack?
Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe.
I think
If
so.
you... It disappeared. I think. When you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make as a part of the attack action instead of a bonus action.
Yeah, I think you'd still make the
Oh,
attack.
that's it. Yay! Winging around with that little dagger. That's not much better. 13.
Not enough. Yep. You're trying really hard, though.
I'm really just like talking with my hands while the weapons fly around as I'm giving them a stern talking to and threatening to write a strongly worded letter to their boss.
Dear Don.
All right,
Yep.
Horbus.
All right. Is this... They're both still up in front of me, right?
They are both still up.
All right. He is going to take a step away. Not a... There's no guarded step in D&D, right? There's
I mean,
disengage,
you can
but that's
disengage.
full action. So no, he's gonna risk the attack of opportunity and step away.
Okay. A 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Nice.
So he's gonna make a little bit of space, and he's gonna pull out a dagger or a dart, excuse me, and we're going to see that black fuzz kind of form around it, and he is going to throw it at the injured guy.
All right.
15.
Does not hit. Oh, no. Yes, it does.
All right.
I can only do that against a melee attack. You're good.
All right, so that's going to be 8 base damage plus another d6 from the swarm. Oh, that's another 1 damage, and he is vexed, so I have advantage on my next attack roll on that creature until my next turn. Until the end of my next turn.
All right. Tallow.
All right. I'm going to, for a series of short, kind of barky fox noises, cast Toll the Dead. So I need a wisdom save.
All right.
DC 13.
It's a 3.
All right. And that is... he's missing damage, right? Or he's taken some
yeah.
damage before? Good. 12 damage.
And he kind of like froths at the mouth a little bit, grabs his head, and then kind of like you see like kind of like blood come out the corner of his eyes, and he just like face plants down into like Tallow's like knees and clears his feet.
Humblewood.
And his buddy's like, "Yo, what was that? That was some dirty tricks right there." And he is gonna kind of start like really getting. You see, he's getting like very red in the face and very angry. He's like, "That's it. We got to tell the boys about this." And he's going to do a charging run through you all. Let's get a. I'm gonna need a strength save from Clear, Ember. Horbus, would you be directly behind them? I know Tallow was like kind of directly behind
Yeah, I think
them.
he kind of drops straight back as he's throwing this dart.
Okay, so let's just get strength saves from everybody here.
it's a 17.
22.
15.
Damn. Little Gerbine.
8.
Just that adrenaline.
So he comes like running through you all and kind of like charging, but he's like just trying to run through you all. And Clear, Horbus and Ember, you all kind of like, he like hits you, but like he doesn't like, well, like he doesn't like knock you over, attack, like knock you back. You kind of stand your ground, but he still goes through you, like no damage or anything. But Tallow, you definitely get knocked prone as he takes off running through the square and is making for the gate of town here. He runs 60 feet straight out. And that would bring us back to the top. And Ember.
How far away is he? Can I catch him?
He'd be 60 feet away from you right now.
Shit. I would like to run as far as I can, which I think is 35 feet. And then chuck a hand axe, hopefully at his knee.
Okay.
It's a crit.
Nice.
And you said, so it's gonna be 12 plus 10. So 26 damage.
Okay. So I rolled a dex save on him just to see, like, maybe it trips him up. He rolled an 18 for a 23. I'm going to say he doesn't get tripped by it, but that's still a chunk of damage in one attack. All right. So that would then bring up Clear.
Well, I tried to tell them. Oh, well. That guy owes his money now, though. That's really cool, right? I need new shoes because this one bled on me.
All right. So you're kind of just letting him go.
Yeah.
All right. Horbus?
Horbus is going to close 25 feet and flick another dart at this guy with the black motes floating around it.
Okay. So this would be the one that's not vexed. That one died.
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
Unfortunately, not going to hit with a 12. And Tallow, you are kind of sprawled on your back here as he had bowled through you on his way out.
All right. So we're going to get up and channel some through some more barks, some holy energy into him, and I need a con save.
That
DC
is
13.
an 8.
All right. And this kind of necrotic energy radiates through him for 11 damage through my divine spark.
All right. Yeah, leave me alone. I'm out of here. He keeps running, so he's going to run another 60 feet away from you all. So that would put him at about 90 feet away from you, Ember. You would be the closest to him at this point.
I don't have anything I can hit him with. So...
You do have a faster move speed than him, though, because it seems like he's got 60 in a turn, and you can do 70, right?
Yeah, but he's still going to be 20 feet away.
It would take a couple of turns to catch up to him.
Okay, well then I'll keep running.
I was just asking.
Yeah, no.
Because I can't catch him. He's moving faster than me.
All right, I will dash and try to catch up to him.
All right, so you dash, and if you move 35, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get 70, so you're still about 20 feet away from him. Orbit or Clear, you're up. You would be about 120 feet behind him at this point, and you just saw Ember take off at a sprint after him.
Yep. She's clearly got it. Seems fine.
You got this.
Yeah. Like, she absolutely, like, I'm done. Well, guess I'll clean up a little bit. Tallow, you good? You fell down.
I'm all right.
Okay. I'm gonna go get our money.
Horbus?
Horbus is going to run up another 25 feet. He's starting to get a little winded, especially with the exhaustion going on.
The drop pukes.
Yeah. What's the rules for throwing outside your range increment?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
So like there's two ranges.
Yeah.
Like there's the short one is normal. Anything above that to the top one is disadvantage, and then anything above that second number is just too damn far away.
Okay. I did get within 60 feet of him, did I?
I think you said you moved 25 last time, so you would have been about 35 feet behind. He moved another 60, so he'd be 95 feet away. So yeah, you
25.
wouldn't be at like 70 feet.
Right outside of it. Oh.
Ouch.
All right, then I'm going to dash on this turn and move
Okay.
50 feet towards him.
All right.
Taking a quick breather to drunk puke, yes, on his run at about 25 feet.
So we're gonna just turn this real quick into a chase scene then, because he's still booking it here, and he's gonna try and make a kind of moves to maybe dodge or something like that out of the way. All right, and so Ember, as you kind of keep chasing after him, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
2.
2. So yeah, like he kind of cuts around a corner, and unfortunately you kind of don't catch it at a 2, just because as you're sprinting through town. You can keep pursuing here and maybe luck into him or something, but he seemed to have made a turn. You're kind of following a little further behind him this turn, in fact. Clear and Horbus, or Clear and Tallow, you've kind of just chosen not to chase here at this point. Horbus, are you still pursuing?
Let's see. I think Horbus is going to think about the layout of this town. Is there any kind of shortcut he could do to get between, or to get to the gate of town before this guy?
Why don't you make a survival check to see?
Jesus, that's a 7.
So you take off in a direction.
Yeah. I think that's exact. I'm gonna get to the gate, and he takes off in the absolute wrong ass direction.
Okay. So Ember, is there anything you'd like to try and do to kind of like clear the ground, catch up, find a way to catch him?
Can I like see footsteps, or do I hear people like trying to get out of his way, like, oh, you know?
Yeah, make either an investigation or a perception check.
What was that sound, Ray?
Oh. Nope. That's a 6.
Don't do that.
Yep, not quite sure where he went here. Horbus, go ahead, and how would you like to continue here?
He is running towards the wrong gate, and he's gonna dash again in the wrong direction.
All right, just kind of leaning into it. Yeah, so unfortunately, he seems to have kind of escaped you two.
Oh, he was so big.
He's sneaky, I guess. Ducked the right corner, and you went left when he went right. So yeah, basically, I was just rolling each time. Whatever he did is kind of like the DC, and you guys rolled terrible.
Yeah.
So unfortunately,
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But yeah, so Clear, you are. You said returning to Spleck, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Spleck. You approach Spleck. He's at his tent. He's kind of like hunkering down. Yeah, I saw what you did there. Definitely dealt with the one still laying there bleeding on the ground.
I think that you should probably make good on your offer before she comes back, or you will look like that one. She's crazy. I'll take 500 gold And also that blue one and that purple one. Thank you.
Well, you see, little one, the job was to deal with both of them in a way that doesn't lead back to Spleck here. And unfortunately, you dealt with one of them, and the other one ran off, which is not likely going to bode well for old Spleck. You didn't happen to mention that you were over there dealing with them for me, did you?
You didn't hear us shouting that?
I absolutely did no such thing. And I'm gonna jump on the counter. And then in like the deepest, raspiest, most intimidating voice I can, be like, listen, asshole. We made a deal and you will honor it. Just trying to do an Ember impression.
All right, make an intimidation check.
19.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
little Gerbine is
Ferocious.
She's
I know, I
working
love
really
how-
hard on her Ember impression.
We've got Ember and Hormus, but the scariest, most intimidating
it's
member
a
of the
little
party
mouse.
is Jabeen.
Who's literally just like acting out fucking romance novel she's read. Like, she has no idea what she's doing.
So he's like, well, he's a little taken back by this. He was not expecting this ferociousness. He's like, listen, you did half the job. I'll give you 250. And he sets a bag of gold on the counter. And he said, you can take a potion of your choice.
Listen, do you see the second one? No, the second one is no longer here. That is both gone.
Yes, but God is not dealt with. He's like, that one that ran away is going to get me killed.
Well, maybe you shouldn't suck at your business.
My business is doing well. That's how I'm paying you.
Well, clearly suck at something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been here to begin with.
Listen, they said it was a sure thing. That ferret race was rigged, I tell you.
That checks out. I'm gonna slam my scimitar down into the counter.
Fine. 2 potions.
We dealt
You
with
pick
them.
them.
Nobody explicitly said we're gonna go on a murder spree for your stupid ass. We dealt with them. They are both gone. You have time to get out of here. You shut your damn mouth and give me my money.
Well played, little Gerbine.
Yeah, I'm loving Angry Clear.
Yeah.
And when you say, like, we dealt with them, we murdered them for you, you see kind of a glint in his eye. And he's like, that's right. You did. Right here in the center of town.
I said we didn't. We didn't say we were gonna go on a murder spree.
And he kind of looks around. He's like, yeah, you saw him. And he sees, like, in a local village. You saw it. They attacked those guys over there.
Oh.
And he's, like, sliding the gold off the counter at this point.
I will jump over the counter and try to wrestle it.
The gold?
Yeah.
Okay, make a strength check.
16.
16. Yeah, you rip it straight from his hands. And he kind of lets you, and he, like, runs out the back of the cart and starts yelling, help! Somebody get the constable! They're robbing me after they murdered that guy! And there is definitely alarm spreading through town at this point.
I am going to dump some of those potions on myself and then just, mess up my, I have like 3 inches of hair, but like mess everything up. And then I'm gonna like make myself vomit. And then I'm gonna scream, he poisoned me, he poisoned me.
Which may very well happen as you just dump poisons all over yourself. Let's
I did do
let's
that.
find out what you pour on yourself.
I did do
Oh,
that.
God.
Yeah. Talos nearby, right?
Orbis is just
I was going to go
standing
through the
at, like,
pockets
the
of this one,
southeast
but
gate.
it feels like...
All right, so let's see here. Why don't you roll? How many potions do you dump on
Look.
yourself?
It was a good idea, guys.
This is a great idea.
I'm gonna say 2 potions.
All right. And then so the first one is you dump it on you, like it trickles down, and you go invisible from the head in this like dripping pattern down you. It was kind
Hell
of
yeah.
gelatinous, but like most of you are still visible. And then the second one, it really smells quite bad, and you go from a petite little mouse to an actual sized mouse. As you shrink down, you're invisible from the head till about like mid torso. Standing on the
So it's
counter.
just a little mouse butt.
It's just a little mouse butt standing on the counter as the Newt or as Splex commander runs out of his tent screaming that he's being robbed by murderers in the town square, drawing attention to all of this mayhem going on. What is Horbus and... Well, Horbus took off for the other gate, so he's still probably a ways out.
Yeah, I think Horbus is standing
Tallow.
at the like the southeast gate of town, just waiting, and he's starting to maybe realize that this isn't the right way.
And Tallow, how do you react to all this happening?
Well, while she was over there getting the money, I was going to be rifling through the pockets of the guy we murdered.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Hell yeah, lethal
And then
body.
probably look up, like, wait, what? That is an 8.
An 8. You probably come up with this half-smoking bit of whatever he was smoking, and probably like a handful of silvers, like 1 silver pieces that, you know, he was keeping for later at the Lusty Rooster.
Gross.
Sliding some silver coins into a G-string.
Yeah. That is wet money.
Oh, wet money's gross.
And I
Ah,
think, you know,
cruddy.
I think honestly, turning around to this scene of chaos, that feels like a good place to end tonight.
Yeah.
I really thought I was onto something, guys.
I think
He-
you're now a
You did
miniature
great with the
half
intimidation. He
invisible
was willing to
mouse.
pay you half.
That's amazing.
Where'd Clear go?
Did all of my stuff shrink?
Yeah,
Or
like
am I
you're
this
still
big
like
with a
you.
giant scimitar?
No. Like yeah, like you just. It was a potion of growth, and so it had a 50% chance of. So it's a little unique, but it tasted or smelt very strange based on the rolls, and it had a 50-50 chance of either being big or small, and it was on the small side with a 1, so boop, down you went. And then the invisibility
That's
was
so
was
awesome.
only 50% effective, so
Oh,
so here we are.
that's amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah, when I came across this guy, I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, this is guys.
We just couldn't let this stupid thing go.
Yeah, completely unrelated to the plot. Obviously,
Yeah, zero
no,
plot
there's-
advancement
there's-
tonight, you guys.
The Godfeather is huge. Don't you guys doubt it.
I could not. You thought this was going to be like 8 sessions, maybe, Donnie? No, we're pushing this to 20 as well.
Oh no, let's be clear. Like I can go for as long as we want. You all provide so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we try. All right, well,
All
thank you
right.
everybody who was hanging out with us tonight. We had a fantastic time. Make sure you subscribe, share, all that fun business so that we can keep doing this for you guys. As always, thank you from each and every one of us every time. We really do mean it.
Thanks, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Toodles!